Good afternoon. So I think those who are in choral know the if you can hear me now, clap once. If you can hear me now, clap twice. Very good. Excellent. Good afternoon. My name is Greg Kepferly, and I am the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of Catholic Charities of Santa Clara County. And Catholic Charities runs the choral after-school program, communities organizing resources to advance learning. And at Catholic Charities, our job here in Santa Clara County is to build just and compassionate communities. Just and caring communities. And that's what we're about. And we do that in three ways. One, we alleviate the conditions of chronic poverty. Two, we prevent the cycle of generational poverty. And three, we actually reduce situational poverty. And so today, we're really excited about an announcement that's happening in a few minutes. First, I want to talk about choral. Our after-school program, choral, stands for Communities Organizing Resources to Advance Learning. And it's an after-school extended learning. Ann Darling Elementary School is one of 22 choral sites, serving 2,500 children every day. And here at Ann Darling, we serve 119 children per day. That's all of you. And we make education exciting by putting lessons and learning into action. We provide homework support, STEM programs like the Tech Challenge in partnership with the Tech Museum, fun activities like folk dancing, soccer, healthy snacks, and of course, literacy. We're an alternative to after-school distractions that could lead kids off into the wrong path. We know that Catholic Charities' choral program works. Academic reading levels are improved by 42%. 42%. All you mathematicians in the crowd, 42%. That's good. Keep going up. Students will improve by 1 or 1.5 grade levels because of our program. And students at advanced and proficient English language acquisition levels increase by 28%. And this last statistic will make the principal happy. School day absenteeism is reduced by an average of 30 to 35% because you're in the program. So choral, that's a big round of applause. You guys are doing great work. Congratulations. So now choral and STEM. Choral employs STEM curriculum in many of its sites, and the STEM lessons produce results that are relevant to our communities and help businesses thrive here in San Jose. When STEM is added to the choral lesson, interest and engagement in STEM increases by 75%. Knowledge and skills in STEM topics increase 65%. Confidence in students' STEM abilities increase 60%. And most importantly, interest in STEM careers increased 55%. And I was just asking a number of students here, what does STEM stand for? And they said, science, technology, engineering, math. You got it. Very good. Congratulations. They got it. And now, for the special announcement, I would like to introduce Adrian Shore from Google. Round of applause.
Hello, everyone. Hello, students. My name is Adrian Shore, and I'm from Google.org. Students, have you heard of Google? Yes! Awesome, awesome. Well, I have a question for all the students in the room. Who's a student here? Raise your hand. I see some in the back as well. Awesome. Well, this question is for all students. Students, who likes learning about science? Maybe doing things like experiments, about learning about the environment, cool stuff like that. Awesome, awesome. Now what about technology? Maybe learning about video games and computers and phones. Pretty cool, pretty cool. What about engineering and math? Who likes learning about those things? Awesome, man, you like learning about everything. That's great. And who likes learning about futuristic things like self-driving cars, and virtual reality? Pretty cool, right? Awesome. And have you ever thought about working in something like that? Maybe creating your own apps or creating your own games? Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Well, hopefully today, with today's announcement, you'll be able to be one step closer to doing something like that. It's with great honor and great pleasure that I announce a $325,000 grant to Catholic Charities to help support the choral program here at Darling Elementary School. So part of that grant is actually going to open up a brand new computer lab with a bunch of new equipment for you all to use to maybe design your own games or design your own robots, that kind of cool stuff. And the second piece of that is we're actually going to allow some funding for dedicated STEM support. So you'll have teachers be able to teach you things like how to code, maybe a robot or something pretty cool. Is that exciting? You want to learn how to do that? Yeah, awesome, awesome. Well, Google's honored to help support this initiative. We're honored to support the students here today and Darling in this community. Thank you so much for letting us be here and letting us be a part of this, Greg. We're really excited to be a part of this announcement, but also this program, which is going to have some amazing outcomes. So we look forward to seeing you all maybe one day working in the halls of Google. And I can't wait to play all these games that you guys are going to design. So thank you again for having us here.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Google. I want to thank Adrian and also Javier from Google. This is wonderful to have you both here. Thank you. So this is, for all the folks that know fundraising in the room and corporate donations, this is the largest single corporate cash contribution to Catholic Charities in our history. This is awesome. So thank you, Google. So we invite other corporations and donors to join Google. Imagine what we could do if we did the same thing across Santa Clara County. Catholic Charities has the program. We have the locations. We just need partners. So I encourage Bay Area companies to join Google and fund our community members and our workforce for the future. So this is a challenge. Google has done it. Now I'm challenging other corporations to step up. So now I want to introduce the Assistant Superintendent for the San Jose Unified School District, Dominic Bejarano.
Good afternoon. You're louder. Good afternoon. See, that's encouraging for me. So on behalf of San Jose Unified and Superintendent Nancy Albaron, we would like to give a thank you to Catholic Charities, Google, our principal, Ron Hammond, and the staff here at Darling. We are proud to partner with Catholic Charities on the choral program, which will elevate opportunities through additional supports for you. And they'll also help you discover your own greatness. We are also grateful to Google for joining this partnership with a significant investment in the choral program here at Darling. The new STEM program, or STEM lab, will help our students learn to solve problems using multifaceted and interdisciplinary perspectives. It will make math skills relevant to them through hands-on learning and prepare them to be the thinkers, leaders, and creators of tomorrow. We know that STEM is our future. 60% of all economic growth in this country is due to scientific and technological advances. No matter where the kids come from, what you want to do, our kids need access to these opportunities and resources. So once again, on behalf of Santa Clara Unified, we'd like to thank Google for providing this exciting opportunity for our students. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you to the school district for the partnership. This is wonderful. And now it's my honor to introduce the fearless leader of Ann Darling Elementary School, Principal Ron Hammond.
What a nice introduction. Thank you so much. Thank you, boys and girls, for being so awesome. And I wanted to say again, thank you to our district for the support. Thank you, Assistant Superintendent Bejarano, for being here, for Superintendent Alvaran. Thank you, Javier and Adrian from Google. Thank you so much, Greg, and your wonderful team. I want to say thank you, too, to Margarita Eda. She leads the way at Coral every day, and she's doing amazing work here. A nice round of applause. And for her partner in this is the wonderful America Aguirre. She has been here since I've been here for 5 years, and I want to say thank you for the partnership and the collaboration. So we are so excited to have these resources here for our students. For Ann Darling and for Coral, it really does, when you think about it, it does level the playing field for our underserved communities. And specifically at Ann Darling, we look at the 80.3% of our students who are Hispanic and Latino. We look at 86.2% of our students who are socioeconomically disadvantaged. And we look at 52.6% of our students who are English language learners. And having been an English language learner myself, I understand the supports that are needed and necessary to make certain that we all achieve and succeed. So specifically in our Coral community, we see 45% that are female and 55% who are male. So 92% of the students here too are Latino in our Coral program. So businesses, of course, when we look at the data, benefit from a prepared and diverse workforce, which we have here. Diversity breeds better products by providing different perspectives and inventive ways of thinking. So this is a great example of strong partnerships between schools, the nonprofit partners, corporate partners, to meet the needs of our amazing community. So changing the job landscape, of course, we need employers, and preparing workforce for the future, creating new opportunities for those who would otherwise be left out. So again, on behalf of my amazing students, my stellar staff, the community support that we receive from Coral every day, and other partners, I want to welcome you aboard, Google. It's going to be a great partnership, and I want to thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Really, thank you, Ron. And thank you, Ann Darling School. And now it's my honor to introduce our council member from this district, Councilmember Raul Perales.
Well, good afternoon. My name... Oh, I'm sorry, I stole your thunder. Good afternoon. That was terrific. Maybe the best anybody's gotten. So. Well, it is my pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. My name is Raul Perales, and I am the City Council representative for District 3, which includes Ann Darling in this community here. And it's really an honor to be here in recognition and thanks for this tremendous grant for this STEM after-school program. In fact, one of my first jobs, actually right before entering college myself, was working in an after-school program teaching science. And in fact, we partnered with the choral program, and Ann Darling was one of the schools on that program. And I myself went on into a STEM career. I have a degree in mathematics. And so for me, a lot of that began right here, just like you, enjoying tremendous opportunities of after-school enrichment and being able to learn something outside of the general curriculum we were learning in school, and then maybe taking that on to a future career. Now, for me, it didn't lead into being a mathematician, but it did lead into being a police officer and now a council representative. So a STEM career can actually take you anywhere, including the moon. And believe it or not, when computers were first being invented, they were the size of this entire room. One computer was the size of this entire room. And now, there's actually more computing power in my cell phone and in all of our cell phones here than there was when we actually went to the moon, and that there were in computers that were the size of this room. And technology continues to advance. And I'll tell you one thing that's really, really important for me is that students of San Jose are ones that are going to be able to take those careers in places like Google when they come right here into San Jose. And the way that we're going to be able to do that is offering you the education. And I want to be able to thank our partners at Google for offering up the grant for this 3-year program, so that way our students here in San Jose have an opportunity to get into STEM careers. Whether it takes you to be a computer science technician or engineer, or even if it leads you to be a police officer and a council member. Either way, that career, that education you're going to receive in STEM is going to open up so many doors. And it's really, really just a pleasure, as I said, for me to be able to say thank you for that partnership. And I also have a tremendous announcement to all the participants that I was made aware of, and I get to share with you, which is that Google has offered to invite all of you on a tour of their headquarters in Mountain View. So let's give them a round of applause. We look forward to that tour. In fact, I've actually never been on one, so Javier, you can take me on the tour as well. I'll go with the Ann Darling students. Congratulations to Ann Darling. Thank you to Google. We look forward to the next 3 years, and hopefully we can double down after that and continue this program going. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Thank you. I want to go on that tour too. They have really cool bikes. Right? They've got a nice restaurant too. Good food. All right, very good. So now we're going to change the program around a little bit and invite 2 of our choral staff, or not staff, 2 of our choral participants to come forward and share the excitement of STEM and to present Google with something special. So if you can come forward. And can we have our Google representatives come forward too, please? Thank you so much. So we'll do a little photo op here. So if you look at very carefully at this thank you thing, the presentation, each of the names have the thumbprint of the children in the choral program. So they're right there with Google. You're right there, all of the students. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I want to thank Google and Catholic Charities for investing in our future STEM careers. I'm excited to be a part of this program that will allow me to discover new things. I look forward to all the new exciting and fun projects and activities this grant will offer. I want to thank you on behalf of all the Coral Dolphins. Thank you.
STEM is important because it affects every aspect of our lives. Thanks to this grant, to Catholic Charities, and to Google, we'll be able to explore more science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Thank you, Google, for investing in us. We are the future STEM leaders of Silicon Valley.
Let's hear it again for the future STEM leaders of Silicon Valley. Okay, thank you very much. Congratulations. Now, last but not least, we have a special treat. Our very own mayor of the city of San Jose, Mayor Sam Locarno.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Wow. That's impressive. If we can bottle up that energy, we'll end the energy crisis. My God. It is my great honor to be with all of you. Hey, you guys go to Ann Darling? It's so good. I heard they got really smart kids here. Is that right? Well, obviously in the right place then. It's good to be with all of you. I am so honored to be here with some wonderful community partners. And of course, Catholic Charities has been an amazing partner for us. Really leading after-school education with 2,500 kids in 22 sites throughout the city. The Coral program with San Jose Unified and Franklin McKinley, two school districts we know are critical partners for us as we lift aspirations and opportunities for all of our kids. And we are honored to be a small but supportive player in this whole effort. We launched a program called San Jose Learns, and Con Russo is here. Where'd you go, Con? There he is. Con is the architect of this effort, along with Ingrid Holguin and our team. We launched this, yeah, he's a nice guy. Yeah. We launched this program about 3 years ago with an idea of seeing how we could provide more opportunities for extended learning. And Coral has been an important partner for us in that. And we are now, just yesterday, launching our RFP for San Jose Learns 2.0. We're very excited about that because we want to see how we can continue to improve opportunities to help our young ones, particularly those just before third grade, be able to improve their reading and math, because we know that third grade is such an incredible important determinant for future success. That dropout rates in high school are so highly determined by whether or not folks are reading and doing math at grade level by third grade. And we want to do all we can to support great after-school programs like Coral, extended learning. And I really want to thank good folks here. I don't know if Nancy Oberon, is she here, Superintendent? No, she's not. Oh, okay, wonderful. Well, certainly we have great partners at San Jose Unified, and I certainly want to thank Ron Hammond, our principal here. Where's Ron? Thank you, Ron. Thank you, darling. Thank you. But I know we're here because we've got a really important partner in the private sector who's stepping up in a big way, and that's Google. And really grateful. Javier Gonzalez has been a wonderful supporter of all great things in San Jose, and that's because he's one of us. Grew up in the Washington neighborhood, just south of downtown, and he's been so instrumental in helping us with various efforts, including the launch of our Coding 5K Challenge. We are so grateful that Google gets it about the importance of ensuring that we get everybody out on the playing field if we're going to win this game, right? We can't have people just sitting on the sidelines and watching. We want everybody playing. And Google gets that, and that's why they're investing in education right now. And I want to thank certainly Javier and Adrian Shore and all the good folks at Google who are doing so much to support our kids and our collective efforts. And then I also want to thank my wife, Jessica, who's been... That's Jessica, by the way. Yeah. I never get to see her during the workday. She just happened to be here, and I was so excited. So, because I've been flying around a lot. I just got back from Washington, D.C., so I finally get to see my wife while I'm working, so it's a good thing. So I just wanted to say how incredible the impact, these important impact these partnerships have had in our community. And we want to do all we can to continue to foster these partnerships. Catholic Charities doing so much of the heavy lifting. Google supporting us so much with financial resources. My council colleagues like Raul Perales who've been pushing hard. Together, we're going to make great things happen, and we look forward to making them happen for the really bright minds here in this room, because we're going to need you guys. Someone's got to run the city in a few years, and they're going to kick me out soon. So we need you guys, right? All right. So we look forward to the great, extraordinary things to come for each one of you, and we're going to do all we can to support you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mayor Locarno. So, one more time, a big thank you to Google. Repeat after me. Thank you, Google. Thank you all very much.